Hey yo guys, what's up? It's James Teach here with my boy Michael Teach and my other boy who is appearing for the first time on his channel, Papa T. Full name will be classified.
Get off my lawn.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
Exactly my
That's
point.
all that needs to be said.
Okay, and today we will be talking about the new Super Smash Bros. That is coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. Now, I'm personally excited for this because now that I have the Switch, I can personally get this game now. But I really want to take a look at the trailer. And a lot of people are debating about this. I'm going to get this out of the way. If it's a port or a new game. What do you think, Michael? Because I think that this is a brand new game.
I'll be honest, I feel like this has got to be a new game. I mean, you could just tell just from the 1 minute trailer, they have a lot of, they have some new ideas going on right here with especially the Splatoon people, I mean, I feel like that's going to be awesome.
Okay, Dad, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of fire in the trailer, so I'm hoping, because I'm really, really bad at playing Super Smash Brothers. I need a
Really
super
shows.
duper weapon, so I'm hoping there's a special weapon that I can use that just lights all my opponents on fire, so I can actually win once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be going over that stuff in the trailer, but for now what I want to do is I downloaded the trailer and I'm going to play for you guys right now. Okay, so enjoy the trailer and then after that we'll review it. So there was the trailer for you guys. I hope you really all enjoyed because I personally enjoyed it and pretty much every Nintendo fan ever enjoyed it. Now, there's been a few notable details, obviously. As we can see, Mike, have you seen some noticeable details?
I certainly have. And these particular details I've never really seen in any other previous Smash trailers before, such as just seeing those silhouettes, just right there, just chilling under the Smash logo.
Otherwise
just really
known
keeps me
as
hyped.
the Shadow Roster.
Exactly.
Yes, and just, yeah, as Dad said before we played the trailer, yeah, there's a lot of fire and everything. But I like the way, they open it. They make it seem like, oh, no, it's another Splatoon game. We don't need that. And then you see just the Smash logo in, the Inkling's eye, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah, it's almost as if like the Smash Brothers roster is just it's calling them. You know what I mean? They feel like they have an obligation to fulfill.
Yeah, and plus, there's some about the silhouettes. Otherwise, I've heard some nicknames online known as the Shadow Roster. There have been some speculations that, obviously we see Mario and Link in there. We'll get to those in a minute or two. But the Shadow Roster mostly consists of very mysterious characters. The only few that we could spot out were DK, Bowser, Samus, maybe Marth, maybe Kirby, maybe Pikachu. Who knows? But also, I like to point out another detail that both the Inkling boy and the Inkling girl could be confirmed for Smash Bros. Now, Dad, do you think that they could be, separate characters, or could they be the same character?
I have no idea what you're talking about with those characters. So I was just hoping to see Jigglypuff.
Yes, he likes
And
Jigglypuff.
I didn't
That's
see
one of
him.
the rumored ones too,
But I
in the
guess
shadow
you know,
roster.
with all the fire on there, I don't know. Maybe everyone else got burned up.
Probably,
Yeah, that's a great point.
Got
probably,
to be able to take the heat, I guess.
Absolutely.
probably,
Because that's really what
probably.
Smash is all about. Just like, everyone making these earth shattering moves, that could really just absolutely send them off into oblivion.
Now back to the point with Mario and Link, because those were the only two main characters that are coming back. But something's off. Number one, you can clearly hear the fire crackle around them, and you can see some of the embers glowing. But what I really want to take note is how you can't see Mario's face. You know it's Mario because of the nose and the hat. And speaking of the hat, there's no sign of Cappy either. Who knows if he'll come back later as a surprise? But really, I want to shift the attention now that we're done with Mario, since there's nothing really to say about. I really want to shift the attention to Link, as we are not seeing him in his Twilight Princess outfit anymore. I don't know if this is in an alternate attire, if this is his new default attire, but he is in his Breath of the Wild attire with that awesome hairdo and that nice bow in the back. And you can't see his face either. Now, what do you think, Mike?
Personally, I wouldn't really be that surprised if they do in fact end up using this type of attire for Link, because while I do appreciate the old classic Link with the green tunic and everything and all of his original supplies, I feel like just by using like mainly his Breath of the Wild as the actual initial template, I feel like they could do a lot more things with it by adding in like brand new abilities or mixing some with his old ones. You know what I mean? Like there are many different creative ways like they can go about doing it. And programming him.
Dad, any thoughts yourself?
I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be a lot of fighting in the dark. It's they have everybody hidden there. So what do you think? Could they have?
That's kind of the feeling
Some
I'm
kinda-
getting from it.
Well,
Yeah.
by the way the soundtrack is, and like when the Smash logo first appears, you can hear kind of that solemn tone with the fire crackling, and I think that this game is going to take on a more like dark kind of theme. Like, if you don't know like what I'm saying, like according to Matt Pat's Game Theory channel, he says that with each installment of Smash Bros, it gets a little darker, and you can certainly see that. I don't know if they're doing this for a specific reason or if it's just to add to the effect like, hey, it's Smash Bros. But you can clearly see like the concern on Inkling Girl's face. Like she's like, wow, it's a big ball of fire shaped in the Smash Bros. Logo. But I think this game has a lot of potential, and that is why I beg the question, and I mean this is a very, very important question. What characters could be coming or leaving? Because we know that with the Wii U, they had their fair share of good characters, but they also had their fair share of bad characters. So I'm personally thinking that they're going to put Banjo Kazooie in the game because everyone wants him in the game. And by the way, Shrek does not count, as like I've stated before.
Yes, so let's just be clear on that now. Okay?
He originated from a movie, not a video game. So
The debate is ogre. Okay?
like, Dad, how do you think about like people requesting for Shrek to be in Smash?
Well, I don't know. He's a pretty big dude, though. He sounds like he could beat up some folks. So
Oh my God, you're one of them.
Yeah, and to Dad's point, I mean, he does have a case here where he kind of brings on like that intimidating sort of presence as what he shows in the movies, where he's extremely protective of his swamp. Which, speaking of which, if we're talking about adding him into the roster like for real this time, and which of course is so far fetched, that could also be a brand new stage as well, fighting in Shrek's swamp, or he could at least like kind of make a bit of like a cameo appearance of some sort.
I'm sorry, I literally just got lost in all you said because I was just thinking the endless amount of possibilities of Shrek was in the game. Be a nightmare as much as Goku would be. Now, but basically, that's my Banjo Kazooie. I'm going to start off at first with the characters that could be added to the game, maybe making a return or maybe a whole new debut. And so I was thinking like Banjo-Kazooie, obviously, because he has an awesome moveset. I've played the game on the N64 emulator, Project 64. Try it out sometime. That would be cool. And another new character, like I'd like to see like added to the game, like is personally one of my favorite video game characters, and that is personally probably one of the most like tough video game characters of all time, Funky Kong. That's right, I said Funky Kong. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say something? No, like this. I said Funky Kong. All right.
I honestly never really gave him a thought, really.
Me neither. Yeah, King K. rules something like that. And then some characters that can go. I mean, I could personally say that Greninja can personally go, as well as Wii Fit Trainer and Olimar.
I can agree with Wii Fit Trainer, but personally, I really like Greninja though, because like he was one of the much newer Pokemon that were added to the Smash Brothers roster, and he just kind of brought he brought on like a completely new gameplay, game style. Like I kind of liked his sneak attacks, and he was actually kind of one of my secondary fighters. I'm pretty sure, because I just thought he was just one of the newer guys who brought some like new creativity to the game.
Mm-hmm. And Dad, I'm pretty sure I don't think you like give a crap on like who's in the game as long as if Jigglypuff's in the game.
Yeah, can they put Pac-Man in the game, or is that the wrong thing?
No, he already put Pac-Man in the game.
Debut in the last Smash Brothers game, so
and there is a possibility they could keep him.
Totally guessed, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, there is a possibility that there is a possibility that like they could keep him because he was very popular amongst the fans. Now, but I
nom 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 nom.
Okay, but anyways, back to the main point. But as far as third-party characters go, like, do you think they're going to keep Sonic? Because I know he was banned in the Smash Wii U tournament and everything.
I personally think they're going to keep him for sure.
Yeah, and like Cloud and everything. Like I'm pretty sure they have to keep like Cloud and Ryu. Like basically pretty much all of the DLC characters except for Corrin, I think they should keep, but this time not make them DLC.
Yeah. It's just especially for Sonic though, because he might not have always been directly involved in the Nintendo, in the company Nintendo, but personally, like he's one of the most recognizable faces of all video game history, to be honest. So leaving him out would kind of probably let a few fans down, and just his uniqueness that he brings, such as like his supersonic speed. I mean, there's really no other character, of course, that can match that. And like I kind of look for those kind of qualities, in those characters, and he's just someone different who just adds variety. Because everybody has their own kind of play style when it comes to Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's considering the fact that what's it called? Yeah, it's because like this looks like it could be like a new era. Like people are saying Ridley could be in the game, which I can find deemed impossible. Even Chrom, from like Fire Emblem Awakening, he could be in the game even, which is once again very unlikely. But who knows? Sakurai, like one of the greatest video game creators of all time that created this lovely video game series, he always has a trick up his sleeve, like, and it's not a bad one, it's always a good one, and it's technically for the common good and everything. But I'm saying that I think Nintendo's really gonna like start to like work hard on the Smash because and that's another thing because like Sakurai's not giving up on this like no matter what, and that's like everything. So one of my early predictions is that Sakurai is probably gonna let the fans probably choose like some of the characters that will be in the game, because the Smash Battle pretty much did nothing. Because really, even though that like Nintendo said Bayonetta won the battle, it was honestly Shrek, because like of the little asterisk in the corner that said like of all available like entries and everything, but everyone knows that Goku or Shrek won that one. But still, and now let's talk about items. Dad, you were talking about a big fiery item. What like big fiery items do you think like will appear in the game? Like, do you think like the fire flower from like Mario will return? Because I know you don't know that much about video games, but still, like give us like an opinion of like what item you'd like to see in your game that's like Nintendo friendly and it's not like Call of Duty.
Well, I need something like daddy friendly, so something that's easy for me to grab, and then an easy control for me to set off like a nuclear bomb. I just press the button and everyone gets nuked.
Or know about something easy to grab or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that like it's possible someone could just like pick it up, you know, and then throw it like right in the middle of the stage. Like, I actually kind of remember there was like that there was that one kind of bomb that originated like it was from a previous Star Fox installment, you know, like that space game, and where you call it, where like someone throws it. Oh yeah, it's Smart Bomb. That's what it is, of course. And then it just expands. You know, what I mean, across the whole stage, and it just kind of takes everyone in. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that makes a return, because I always thought it was an item that always caused plenty of chaos.
Okay, well, we don't have much time, so we're going to talk about the last thing for the evening, and that is, will the Smash Ball continue to be in the game, or does Sakurai think it's OP and will shut it down?
I think it absolutely needs to stay in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it has
Stay-
ever
needs to
since
stay.
Ever since Brawl, right? That was when it was.
Yeah,
first
Brawl was
introduced.
when it was first introduced, and they were thinking about removing it for the 3DS and
Yeah.
Wii, but fans loved it so much.
Yeah, and I mean, even still, like, there's always that option. Like, if people aren't actually really, if people in general in a particular group, like multiplayer mode, like kind of like all just kind of agree, like the Smash Ball isn't necessary, they can always just take it out. Remember that? Like, you can always you can like add or
Yeah.
like subtract certain items. You know, items you want, items you don't. You know, that's what. That's also what I really like about it. You can also, you know, how you can set up the parameters for each match.
Well, guys, oh wait, I almost forgot. Jeez, I almost forgot. Dad, what do you think? Like, should the Smash Ball continue to stay in the game?
Yeah, I agree that they should maintain flexibility. So, if they if it's an option you can choose, put it in or take it out. You know, to each his own. So
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Okay, yeah, and yes, I would agree with like both of the statements. But yeah, well, thanks everyone for joining us today. James Teacher, Papa T here, once again named
Get off my
Classified.
lawn.
Yes, that's his catchphrase
Don't
from now on.
forget it.
Yes, and then like Michael Teej really right here. I'll be posting more videos about like Smash Bros in the upcoming. Comment like what items, characters, new stages, whatever you think, or like if there's anything in the video we missed that like we could really go over next time, like if there is a next time. But anyways, thanks for joining us. Yeah, you're laughing over there with your humor. Yeah, that's funny. But still, thanks everyone for joining us once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I sound like a generic YouTuber right now, but seriously, I need those subscribers compared to like PewDiePie and like Onision and like whatever, like all the popular YouTubers. Like I need them subscribers, so give me them subscribers.
All of you mean a lot to help developing this channel.
A
Just keep that in
subscriber
mind.
equals one more video like a day, and yes, and
Yup, spot on.
yes, and we. So once again, I will be going over more Smash things in the near future, but we're just simply out of time right now. Thank you for watching the video. I'm sorry if you fell asleep, because I'm going to wake you up right now. I'm kidding. That was just a jump scare. Okay, well, thank you all. If everyone's signing off, anyone want to say anything else?
Just stay tuned. Stay tuned for some more updates, you know, on the game, and expect more commentary on this, because this is sure to like make headlines moving forward.
Okay, well, Dad, anything you want to say?
Stay off my lawn.
Okay, lesson learned. Stay off his lawn. Okay, thanks, you guys. My name's James Teej, and even though I'm not on camera, I say peace.